What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of The Final Circle. Last time we talked about esports and gaming and esports and the difference, the similarities, what is this about that, what is that about this, all of that intricate stuff. And I did a little bit of a breakdown. So this week, we're going to be talking about breaking into the esports space. This is a little bit tricky. First and foremost is, what do you want to do? Before you do anything in this life, you have to decide for yourself. Well, so this thing you want to do is esports, but you don't know where to start. You don't know what is involved in it. You don't know, you love to play video games, you love to do this and that, but you don't really know how to, make a career out of this. You don't know how to get into the esports space and you don't know where you fit in. So here, yes, Priest is here to save you. So pay attention and lock in. I'm about to break this down just a little bit easier for you to understand the dynamics of esports. So first things first is, esports as an industry is pretty much like every other industry like the music industry. Inside of the music industry, of course, you have the musician, the artist, or rather, let's call them the artist, the center of attention and all of that. But behind that artist, there's a couple of people that are working around the clock to make that artist what they are. The artist can sing, don't get me wrong, you need the talent for sure. But there's also the person who makes your beats, the producer, the songwriter, or the ghostwriter, for those of you that know what a ghostwriter is. And the person that does your vocals, trust me, sound engineers are no joke. Big shout out to the sound engineers. If you know, you know. Just like that, the way I broke that down, esports is not so different. In the esports space, you have the athlete, but behind the athlete, you have the coach. The coach is someone that may or may not have had a little bit of an impact on that title. So if you're playing, let's say FC25 in maybe pro clubs or ultimate team, choice is yours really. But you are not just gonna be playing the game. Nah, there's more to it. You might have a coach, you might have someone that teaches you strategies, patterns, all of those things that help you to become a better player of that title. And that is great for your own experiences, but everybody has different experiences. So, like I said, it's all about differences in roles. You may choose to be the athlete, you may choose to be the center of attention. It comes with its pros and cons, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how you're going to break in to the esports space. So if you're not an athlete, if you're not going to be playing the game, what else can you do? Well, what about design, graphics? You can also be a designer. In the world we have right now, there's so many opportunities for someone trying to break into esports. You don't necessarily have to be a player. You do not necessarily have to grind the way athletes grind. You can still fit into the community through your own special skill. All you have to do is understand the game itself. You don't have to play the game. You don't have to be a part of the title. You don't have to necessarily grind the title to understand what the game is all about. All you have to do is focus and you'll pick it up. Something else you can do is follow my own path. I'm a live streamer and a shoutcaster as well. That is another path as well. But again, all of these things have pros and cons. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is not easy. Being a shoutcaster and a live streamer, it's more on the much more technical part of being in the esports space, but it is still being a part of the esports space. For example, have you ever watched a football match without commentary? Have you ever even attempted that? Have you tried it? Try it. Even if the commentary is not in English or your favored language, you wouldn't still enjoy watching a football match with no commentary at all. But if you think I'm wrong, try it and get back to me in the comments. Tell me that you watched the football match, 45 minutes, just one half of no commentator. I would love to hear your experiences. But like I said, I feel that role. Commentary. Bringing excitement to whatever it is you're witnessing on your screen. Peter Drury, Jim Beglin, and a host of other names. You probably know them from watching football games. Yes, that is what they've done. That is the part of that niche they have chosen to belong to. Same applies to me. Picked up the mic and went down the shoutcaster role. Live streaming on its own is a different thing as well, because that takes a little bit more hardware. You know, going live on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok, and all the other social media platforms that allow you to share your feed in real time. Because to upload a video is one thing, but to go live, when you're live, you can't really do a lot of editing. It's real world. Everything you're doing is in real time, so you can't really edit much. So you have to be very careful what you say and what you do. But outside of that, I think you can grab it if you want to. And well, of course, this list is not going to be complete if I do not talk about the video editors. Duh. Video editors, again, a little bit on the higher side of the spectrum, but still very, very, very important, especially when it comes to creative assets. If you're a video editor, kudos to you, because I know for a fact editing videos is no easy feat, because I've seen, Adobe, or I'm not sure how it's pronounced, if it's Adobe or Adobe, I'm not sure what you guys call it, but I've seen that app in action and it makes your system sweat. So I know, okay, yeah, it's a little bit tasking. So esports, video editors, of course they work hand in hand, because we have esports events and those events will be covered. The content will be created and it will all rely on how the video editor will make it look. If you're trying to sell something to an audience, how you present it matters, regardless of what the product is. The product being esports, of course, but if you're trying to market it to someone, how would you make it look? How exciting can you make it look? If you've been to an esports event, it may not be the most eye-catching thing in the world when you're in there, but once you're a part of the content, once you see the content through the third-party lens, you would realize how amazing it is to be a part of something like that. Now, these are a couple of ways you can break into the esports space listed, and I did a little bit of an interesting breakdown there to just show you guys that you don't have to be a player, you don't have to be an athlete, but you can always get into the esports space. So that is going to be the end of this episode of The Final Circle, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also drop some comments in the comment section and let me know what you want us to talk about in the series next week. Catch you guys. It's your boy Priest. Catch you at the next one. Peace.